Hey everybody, it's Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome in to anybody new. I hope you guys are having a really great day today. It is Thursday the 31st. So that means I had my surgery yesterday. For those of you who think yesterday, what do you mean yesterday? You had it on the 28th because you had been talking about it forever and you were having it on the 28th. I did a video to update you, but in case you didn't see that video, I got bumped. I came in and I had my IV in, and we were all ready to go. Had seen the anesthesiologist. I was just waiting on the doctor. And then a nurse peeked in and she's like, "You've been bumped a couple hours." And we're like, "Huh?" She said, "Emergency surgery. You've been bumped." And it's like, okay. So it was only supposed to take an hour and a half to 2 hours. And they assured me that mine, you should still be having yours. Okay, so I lay there, could not eat, hadn't had anything since midnight the night before. And the next thing I know, the doctor's coming in, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to get marked up and get ready to go. And he was like, "We can't do this today." And I just looked at him and couldn't help it. It was just one of those things, the tears started to roll. Whether I felt like I needed to cry or not, it happened. I think it was just the stress of the day, um, because I understood. I've been that emergency surgery. So I have, you know, I've bounced somebody out of, theirs before. So I was lucky that it wasn't like weeks until they got me in again. He was like, "We will take care of you. I know you've been waiting for this. I know that you've been excited for this because you guys always are." Sorry, my mouth is so dry. He said, "So we've got to get you in, and we're going to get you in on Wednesday." And I believe it may have been either his day off or his day that he goes somewhere else. Um, because when he came in on Wednesday to mark me up, he came in and he was wearing a flannel shirt, um, and just, like a pair of or something, not what he would be wearing if he was going to actual work. But I know that doctors, a lot of them don't wear, nice clothes in when they're going to have a whole day of surgery. But I don't know. Maybe it was a regular surgery day for him. I don't know. He got me in, and I'm thinking that it must have been a non-surgery day for him, because how in the world would he have gotten me in, like that morning? Unless he called his scheduler and said, "I have got to get her in, and I'm going to tell her she can have the morning slot. And if that doesn't work and she needs the afternoon slot, then you need to work around that," because I do appreciate that, because with a different doctor, I had been bumped due to an emergency surgery. And with them, you got put back in as though you had never had surgery scheduled already. And that one ticked me up. I was having back surgery and my back was killing me. Call them every day. Every day. I was like, my back hurts so bad. I can't wait another 2 weeks to have surgery. My back hurt so bad. And it did. I could barely move. And it took me everything to get to the day that it was supposed to be. Now, that was harder because that was dealing with a situation where, my back hurt. I could barely move. So, yeah, they ended up, the doctor came in early. He got a nurse to agree to come in early to do all the prep and everything. And by the time the surgery started, everybody else was already in for the morning. Or he may have had them come in early too. I don't know. I just know that the nurse who did all the prep and everything, she had to come into work like an hour and a half early that day. And she took care of me, and then the doctor came in, and then it was time for me to go back to have my surgery. So, yeah, and of course, he had his nurses and, people in there. And I believe the nurse that came in early, she was one of the nurses in the procedure room. I think she was. Maybe not. I don't know. It was a long time ago. I don't remember. But anyway, that time, yeah, I mean, I couldn't wait a whole 2 weeks. This one I could have been rough. I already had to wait longer, than we were originally told. And then if it would have gotten pushed back even more, I don't know. I may have looked at it as God's way of saying it just wasn't to be, because I know my brain was already starting to go there. And yeah, that would have been bad, because I mean, I still would have went through with the surgery, but then I would have been even more worried that something was going to happen. Speaking of God, on my way to surgery yesterday, one of the things they do in this hospital that I love so much, and not all hospitals do it, but in the morning, or when 8 o'clock hits, they do a morning prayer. They had come in to get me, and the lady had just started wheeling me down to surgery when that morning prayer started. So this is like the second time I think that I've experienced that here in this hospital, that I was on my way to surgery while the morning prayer was being said, and it was fitting. The one that she did yesterday was so fitting to my surgery. And I know that they do prayers, based on, people's recoveries and, whatever you're here for and, whatnot, things that are based on a hospital, hope you recover soon, or, hope the surgery goes well, and, things like that. But it is just so powerful when you are in a cart and they are pushing you down and you hear a prayer like that, and I felt that prayer was just for me. And it made me feel so, so much better. So much better. But then, after that, when I got up on the table, my knee was hurting so bad. All I could think of was, knock me out, please, so I don't have to feel it. And I did. I was knocked out within minutes. I mean, they hadn't even finished strapping me to the table when the anesthesiologist was starting to knock me out. And the surgeon hadn't been in the room yet, which, it surprised me a little bit, but then again, I knew he had to change from his regular clothes into his scrubs. And I don't know, I don't think that they can, put scrubs over their clothes. So, he had to change. So he had to go to wherever the lockers are, and, go and do it there. So, yeah, I have a IV that's starting to blow. We're trying to keep an eye on it and saying our little prayers, the nurse and I are, and hoping that it doesn't flow. But I've got some blood that had gone back up into it. It's starting to spill over through the top of the blood. So I'm trying to take care of that. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and give you guys an update. Let you know that I'm doing okay. I was supposed to go home. Just I was only supposed to be here 23 hours. Um, but I've been having some issues. I'm having low heart rate issues. Um, they're high enough that I don't have to have it. I guess it's not the blood pressure that's high enough. My blood pressure has been low. I just got toward the top numbers in the 100s earlier today, and then I turned around and we went out for my walk. My first, it was my second walk, but I actually made it around, all the way around the hall, and this hall is set out kind of like a triangle, so, or maybe more of like a kidney bean. I don't know. It's like you go down from here, I go up, and there's a tip that's kind of like a triangle tip because it's not like a regular corner. It's not 90 degrees. It's like this. So I go around the tip and I go down, and then I got to the end of that hall and I was like, okay, I I can't do much more. And the nurse and I agreed that it would be better if I just kept going straight because that's probably the same amount of distance that I had just come. No, no. If we would have turned around, it would have been a little bit better. Um, I did okay. I didn't fall on my butt or anything. I just started feeling a little dizzy towards the end. And we walked around, and I went to what I thought was my room. And she's like, nope, nope, you're up this way. And yeah, it's like you went down to that corner, and it wasn't such a sharp corner. It was like a little more boxed out, and that's where the nurse's station is, a couple feet, away from you. But and you go around that, and where the one before was like that, this one was more like this. But it wasn't a right angle. It was down a little bit from a right angle. That would have been the right angle, so it's more like this, but not like this, like the one here is. So then you get to that corner, and I'm like, oh, it must make it all the way around must make an obtuse triangle because then you get to the point that's the oversized corner, which is where I thought my room was, but I had to keep going a little bit. It's just a little weird, just a little. Only because in this hospital I was used to being on the bariatric unit, which I would have loved to have been this week, but then again, I wouldn't have experienced some of the wonderful nurses that I have gotten to know here. And if either of you are watching this later, because I have given my cards to a couple of them. I was having carpal tunnel issues, and she was going to come home and watch my self massage videos, especially the hand ones. And yeah, the one from today, I know she's not watching right now, of course, because well, none of you are watching right now because I'm taping right now. Anyway, um, I went ahead and gave her my card just in case she ever has any issues massage wise. She can go and see that. And if people want to end up watching the crochet too, hey, that's, all for the better. So, anyway, I'm going to be hopping off here. I've been almost 15 minutes just gabbing with you guys. I miss you. And I got to stay, as I was saying, I have to stay today. But the doctor's going to go home tomorrow. But I'm not going to put the cart before the horse. We'll see what he has to say tomorrow. So there you go. Sorry. My eyes are getting so droopy. I need to get some sleep tonight. I didn't sleep well at all. And when I finally fell asleep, it was like, I guess I was sleeping so hard. The nurse got scared because she came in to see me before they did change of staff. And she was over me trying to wake me up when I opened my eyes. And I'm thinking, what now? And she was just, I was trying to get your attention. And you were so deeply asleep that you couldn't hear anything. So it took her a while, I guess, to get me out. It scared her a little bit, especially with my blood pressure being low, which I can get. I can. Now, I'm a little worried about tonight. I had a wonderful nurse tonight, and it seems like if I have one or two wonderful nurses, that my next one isn't going to be. So, praying that's not the case, because around here in this hospital, you don't, I don't know, how am I going to say this right? Most nurses are nice. I've had issues with nurses who were not nice, at least to me. But that was at a different hospital, and it was for something way different than getting the skin off and all the things that comes with it. Skin. I thought of doing a contest, but I guess I'll just tell you. I should have done the contest and put that up like on my community tab. I should have done it before I had my surgery. But there's a couple people who know how much it weighed. So, yeah, it really wouldn't be fair of me. I would exclude them as they would expect to be. I did ask everybody who knew not to say anything because I wanted to be the one to tell everybody. But I don't know. I want to leave this with guess how much it was. And I think, you know what? I think I'm going to do that because most everybody who knows are people like in my family. I'm trying to think of who else I talked to yesterday. Well, and Kathy, who is my manager on here now, as you guys have seen. Kathy is truly like a sister to me. Um, yeah, we have a lot in common. I mean, a lot in common. We'll be talking, and it's like I'll say something that I've done or that I did when I was little, and she'll turn around and go, "I did that too." I mean, and it's not like I did something like that. It's like I did that too. You know, we have some of the things that are similar that are, oh well, I did something kind of like that, and then we have some things that we both like, but we like different colors of. So, but yeah, in so many ways, her and I are so much alike. you know that yeah, it seems like we're sisters from another mother. A different mother and father. So anyway, she knows. So those of you who know Kathy, don't go asking her what it is. I don't know what I'll give, but I will give you guys something. If somebody comes, give me your guesses below. I will see who commented by, or I will know like whose comments put on here first, because what I see is the order of comments and how they come on here. What you see is when you guys write your comment, it's always at the top. So, but I will see the proper order of the comments. So the first one that comes within 2 pounds. 2 pounds. Yeah, 2 pounds. First person to come within 2 pounds, and I'm going to write it down. My notebook here. I never, ever, ever to the hospital without a notebook. And I believe I told you guys that on the day that I was packing or putting my list together for packing. This is my notebook that I keep my blog hops in, but I didn't want to go get a brand new notebook just for that. I have where I'm listing my weight. That since they've weighed me, how much I've gone down, and I'm doing a giveaway. Give away to the first person who guesses within 2 pounds of my skin that was taken off. Now, there may end up being a couple winners. So that's another reason. I mean, it's not going to be anything too big. Maybe it'll be for my custom stickers that I've had made that I haven't, shown you guys. Only a couple people have gotten them, and I put, don't tell anybody what these are. Maybe I'll send you a couple stickers from Hattie's stickers that she makes that I buy on her channel. Maybe I'll do that on her, not her channel. She doesn't have a channel. On her Etsy shop. So yeah, maybe let's do that. Like I said, nothing big, but write down your guesses for how much my skin weighed, and the first person that I see that comes within 2 pounds, I'm going to give you a little prize. Now, if somebody guesses it spot on, whether they're after the person who was within 2 pounds, the first person within 2 pounds, I will definitely be sending you something. If somebody, okay, so it's for at least 2 people. I guess that could be 3 because, some people can be writing up and, something when somebody else is, or there just may be a couple people who feel that whatever it weighs is what it weighs. So, you know what? I don't know. I haven't done a video since I was in here. I was like, maybe I said it in my video, my last one. But duh. Oh my goodness. I have not done a video since I've been in here. This is my first one. So, the first person is the first who guesses within 2 pounds. That's 2 pounds either way, of course. And then there will also be something if anyone guesses the correct amount. Now, if the first person who comes within the 2 pounds is the somebody who has, guessed the correct amount, then that will be the only person who gets a prize. I mean, I'm not sending somebody 2 prizes. I may send an extra sticker or something. But yeah, there you go. And I will let you know on my next video who is the winner. It has to be listed in the comments down below on here. It's the only way that it's fair. It's the only way that I will know the order and that the order is correct. So there you go. I'm excited. And of course, Kathy had told me, she said, you know what? You're going to be a little wobbly when you first get out of bed. You're used to working with your cane. You're used to, holding on to something. And you're not going to have all of that skin that weighs you down. And it is so true. It is a funny feeling. Such a funny feeling. So, and of course, it was making me dizzy at the time. And my nurse at the time, he was like, well, I'm sure it's because of all the blood that you just lost. And yes, I'm sure a lot of it had to do with that. But I had, my mind's going to different places. I don't even remember what I was just now talking about. Wow. Oh, the walking. Yeah. I'm also burning really, really bad at where the incision is. Oh, so bad. And then having to wear this binder on there too is really making it really bad. Which, let me see if I can pull up and show you. Sorry, I don't mean to flip you backwards. You're just on a pillow on my lap. Normally, I have something between the pillow and my laptop. So for any of you guys saying, oh, that can get it too hot. Yes, I know. But I knew I wasn't going to be very long. But see, I've got a binder. For anybody who's never seen an abdominal binder, I've seen plenty of them. This binder on me, which hurts, especially when it skims down along the edge of my my incision. It's a big incision, of course, because it went from one side to the other side. I had wanted if he could have gotten a picture, but we didn't have enough time. I had wanted my husband to take a picture after I was drawn on, so we could have that. But the doctor drew on me, and within like minutes after him drawing on me, they were wheeling me down. So, but yeah, it was marks that down on the bottom and the side, and then up and through here, and yeah. So, but the only incision is the one at the bottom. It's something. Now, I was right I was concerned that he wouldn't be able to pull down this top part, and I was correct on that. And it's kind of sad. The only reason he can't is because of my pain pump, but I need my pain pump, so I couldn't get too upset about that. It was because he couldn't come up far enough to be able to pull it, like he does for almost everybody else. But because of me having, sorry me having my pain pump in over on this side, he could only come up as far as where the pain pump was underneath it. He didn't want to go above it. He didn't want to accidentally create extra pockets in there or anything in the skin. So, which in a way, at first I was a little upset as he was doing it because my pain doctor had offered. Ooh, now I let the blood leak out. Damn it. Had offered um, to do surgery and to go in and change and move the pump to to a better place. So he could have moved it up farther and it would have been, although that would have been kind of hard. I don't know where he would have moved it to, honestly. But I would think that he would have been able to move it up a little bit. Yeah, maybe. But we'll never know. And the reason why my doctor said no to that is because he didn't want me to have that surgery and then turn around and have this surgery, which is so much bigger. He didn't want me to get drained. And I was happy for that because I know he had my best interest at heart. And unfortunately, with all of my issues that I have, pancreatitis and the HIV and everything, it makes it harder for me to heal. I have to make sure I eat as much protein as I can. So I'm trying to make sure that I do that here. Because before, where I would have a day where I ate nothing but pudding at home, here I can have different comfort foods I used to have all the time. Um, I got to be careful when I try. I can have some comfort foods, that's fine, but I have to pay more attention that I get my protein which I always pay attention to. For any of you who may have known me for a while now, you know I'm always, where's the protein? What's the protein? What's the protein? Oh, I was going to ask about glucerna today, and I forgot. Crud. I'm going to have to ask when I call them for my dinner if they have any glucerna. Oh, nice. And it's almost the end of the day. It's not really going to matter now. I talked to a nurse about it yesterday, and she said, well, you can call down and see if they have it. And if they do, because not everything is on the menu. And if they do, they can send it up for you. But you may need a doctor's orders. And if that's the case, it's going to be too late, I think, to get me any tonight. I don't know. I'm getting ready to call down to get my for dinner so I can ask then. And that would give almost 2.5 hours before they close. So, anyway, it's not going to kill me if I don't get any gluten while I'm here because I have a ton of it at home. So, yeah, we have a couple boxes. And we're going to be getting a couple more boxes because it's almost the next month. So, that's one of the things that AIDS Ministries has helped me with. I had to get a script from my doctor, but yeah, they had been paying for it once they knew what the doctor needed and why and all that. Now I'm just looking going, my dietitian was supposed to come up here, but yeah, she hasn't. So I have a feeling she's not going to be coming up today, and that makes me really, really sad. Really sad. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get to go. I love you guys. And I'm getting really tired, and I just realized I have spent 34 minutes on here with you. If there is gibberish on here, I apologize. Because I did kind of fade out there for a minute into my little gibbery world. So, where one of the things that happens to me after I've been under anesthesia, especially general anesthesia, I don't get put under as deeply when I have my blocks done every couple months. But one thing that happens to me when I'm under general anesthesia is there's a voice inside of my head that tells me, number one, to stay sleeping as I'm coming out because it says you're not in pain when you're sleeping. This time, that voice didn't come out because as I was waking up, I was in utter pain. Utter pain. Had that been somebody doing that kind of pain to somebody else that I would know, I would have lost it and smacked them back. But yeah, I just started to go off on one. I'm like, we're talking about. Wow, my brain is really having some issues tonight, I guess. So anyway, one of the things that happens is I find myself going off into, I guess the best way to describe it would be a daydream, but I can be talking to somebody and this happens and then I'll forget what we're talking about and I'll come back and talk like gibberish because I can't remember what we're talking about. So let me know if that makes sense to you guys, what I'm trying to say. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to have to put my braid back in. I just combed my hair and everything and took my braid out. But when I have my braid in, it doesn't get all messed up when I lay back. So I would definitely want to get some sleep here in a little bit. So I love you guys. I will see you later. Remember, give me your guesses down below for within 2 pounds, and we'll see who wins. This is like some of my other videos. There may only be 2 or 3 people who watch it. So you won't have a lot of competition. And that's why I said within 2 pounds instead of the person who comes closest. Because with only 2 or 3 people, somebody can be, 10, 15 pounds off and still, be close. Like here, I'm getting little hints, I guess. Oh no, could be in the negative too. My brain is begging me to shut off for a little bit. I think I need to figure out my dinner, which is going to take me a little bit now because my head is like this. Although I know I don't know about your hospitals. This hospital has some really good food. They don't have as many options as they used to before COVID. And the food is a little different than it used to be. So it makes me wonder if they have a new cook, how so many people have, taken off from their job to find one that they like better. Or I don't understand why everywhere is so understaffed. If every place you look at is understaffed, where are all the people who need jobs? And why aren't they there? That's just one of the questions that goes through my mind. like Arsenio Hall. When for those of you, I'm dating myself, of course, but he used to watch the Arsenio Hall show. I can't remember exactly what he said. Oh, things that make you go, yeah, that's it. That was one of the things that make me go, So, again, I'm going to get going. I love you guys. Thank you for spending some time with me. If you didn't watch it all the way through, I understand. Um, oh, as far as the guessing and sending, um, you do have to be over 18 years. I guess this is a giveaway. I need to make it kind of official. I don't know. I'm not, it's a secret one. So you have to watch this video to know that. So, no, I'm not going to write all the stuff that I normally do underneath. It's not like I am a monetized channel yet. So put your guesses down below. You have to be 18 years or older. Since it's not a huge prize, I can send it to wherever. So I know I have some international stamps. I just don't know if they're forever stamps. So I may have to go and add some to them. So, yeah, it's open to all you guys. I'm going to go. I love you, and I will see you soon. You matter. Do not let yourself forget that you matter. And you're beautiful, and you're gorgeous, and I love each and every one of you. Good night, and I will see you soon. You're beautiful and gorgeous. I'm going to say it again. And I love all of you guys. Later.